I am broadcasting on all AM frequencies. I will be at the South Street Seaport every day at midday, when the sun is highest in the sky. If you are out there, if anyone is out there, I can provide food, I can provide shelter, I can provide security. If there's anybody out there, anybody, please, you are not alone.
The number 8 is important to me because in a Scorpio, it is the 8th sign on the zodiac, and it is also the sign of infinity. Isn't that just insane? Like, that's crazy. Like, it's just, my life is freaking bizarre as shit. As bizarre as me wearing this helmet talking to you. So yeah, the number 8 is important. I was actually born 8 pounds and 8 ounces, 88. And even on my certificates for the school, I actually have 88 on there. Most people won't figure it out. But yeah, it's the infinity sign. I was born 8 pounds, 8 ounces, and on the 8th sign on the zodiac, which is a Scorpio. So that stuff always kind of important to me. So today, being that we are 8 days out, yeah, this is this is it. I'm gonna share with you guys who I am, and I'm positive I've been through this time loop probably many, many, many times, which makes a lot of sense for the 8 too. You know, the number 8 as well. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. Let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing the girl. Confusion, the curse coming up in the cold world. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to say, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Nana told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I get the hat. Now that'd be dope. Tossed and turned in my sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, niggas that stole my bike. Different day, same shit, ain't nothing good. In the hood, I run away from this bitch and never come back if I could. Hated the love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hated the love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. On the grill of my low rider, guns on both sides, right above the gold wires. I 4-5 them, kill a nigga on my song and really do it. That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. 10 G's to take your daughter out of Air Forces. Believe you me, homie, I know all about losses. I'm from Compton where the wrong colors be cautious. One phone call, I had your body dumped in Marcy. I stay strapped like car seats, been banging since my little nigga Rob got killed for his Barclays. That's 10 years, I told Pooh in 95, I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him I'ma ride, and if I gotta die, I'd rather homicide. I ain't had 50 cent when my grandmama died. Now I'm going back to Cali with my Jacob on. See how time fly. The underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hated the love of the underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. From the beginning to the end, lose is lose, win is win. This is real, we ain't got to pretend. The cold world that we in, it's full of pressure and pain. Enough of me, nigga, now listen to game. Used to see 5-0, throw the crack by the bench. Now I'm fucking with 5-0, it's all starting to make sense. My mom's happy, she ain't gotta pay the rent, and she got a red bow on that brand new Benz. Waiting on shot money to land, sitting in the range, thinking how they spent $30 million on airplanes when his kids starving. Pockets going and Brenda still throwing babies in the garbage. I wanna know what's going on like I hear Marvin. No school books, they use that wood to build coffins. Whenever I'm in the booth and I get exhausted, I think, what if Marie Baker got that abortion? I love you, ma. Underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hated the love of the underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Yeah.
I got it off this thing right here.
You want ninja birthday party. Best birthday party ever. Here we have invitations that we'll send out to all your guests. Accommodations up to 8 people. Thank you cards go out to all guests. All children guests get prizes. Many ninja games. The birthday child gets a special headband. This way we know who the child is. Best birthday party ever. Ninja birthday party. Everything ninja. Everything ninja. Even here. This beautiful ninja tablecloth with ninja plates, everything ninja, ninja cups, ninja napkins, everything ninja, real Scorpion Ninja, not the video game ninja, but real Scorpion Ninja right here in your town. Ninja somebody's, everything ninja, birthday child kit, squeaky toy. All children get to break wood. Best birthday party ever. Ninja birthday party. All children get to take a picture with me, Scorpion. All children get to choose which weapon they want the ninja to have when they take the picture. Best birthday party ever. 'Cause we could be
War. The word alone strikes emotion in even the most passive person. Every war, someone dies. Someone is fucked over, and someone has an agenda fulfilled out of the public eye. I was assigned to such an agenda, part of an elite group of soldiers, all of which had their own unique training. They chose me because of my record as an undercover city cop after I left the armed forces. My ability to blend into my environment, to speak a half dozen languages, and my skills in hand-to-hand combat. So they made me an offer I could not refuse. A branch of the US government known only as codename FAN. Our mission was top secret, hidden from even the UN forces already in place. The mission was a success.
Khalid! Drop it, motherfucker! Drop the gun!
My team wondered why they needed ex-military to do a government operation, but never questioned because the money was so good. Until they, the FAN Corporation, ordered an official strike on us before returning to the States, labeling us as the terrorists to the US national security. My team split up. If the others survived, I do not know. What I do know is I intend to find out who is behind this and why picked me. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
기다림은 내게 사랑을 주지만 너에겐 아픔만 남긴 것 같아. 이런 날 용서해. 바보 같은 날 언젠가 널 다시 만날 그날이 오면 너를 내 품에 안고 말할 거야. 너만이 내가 살아온 이유였다고. 너 없이 나도 없다고. 언젠가 힘든 이 길이 끝이 나는 날 그대 곁에서 내가 눈 감는 날 기억해. 나의 사랑은 네가 마지막이었던 걸 처음 든 날처럼. 눈을 감으면 잊혀져 버릴까. 슬픈 밤에도 쉽게 잠들 수 없었지. 꿈에서라도 널 보게 된다면 눈물 흐를까봐 눈을 뜰 수가 없었어. 긴 기다림은 내겐 사랑을 주지만 너에겐 아픔만 남긴 것 같아. 이런 날 용서해. 바보 같은 날 언젠가 널 다시 만날 그날이 오면 너를 내 품에 안고 말할 거야. 너만이 내가 살아온 이유였다고. 너 없이 나도 없다고. 언젠가 힘든 이 길이 끝이 나는 날
So last year, I did the same thing. I did a snow training video where I talked about why martial artists train in the snow. And last year I used my katana. This year I was using the spear for this video. I trained all year long with the spear, and I really enjoy using this weapon. It is like the scorpion's tail because you have that full capable of that range. And I didn't think about how important it was to actually use the spear and how important it has been to mankind for probably since the mankind first invented his very first weapon, other than like a stick or a stone. Having a long stick with a point on the end of it, maybe a stone. All cultures, all of them, have used this weapon. You can trace back almost any culture to, you know, ancient man, and you'll find a spear was one of the weapons. Why'd they use that weapon? Because it has that range. You could use this against animals, for hunting game, or you can use this for defending invading attackers, okay? So it's a good weapon to learn. I encourage everybody to go out there, learn the spear as much as possible. And the other challenge that I have is for everybody out there to find a really cold, snowy day like today, which is 6 degrees. I think today is the 28th of December, and it's 6 degrees here in Ohio. And I challenge everybody else to go out there in a cold day, dress up in your warm gear, get a weapon, and shoot yourself a video and post it up so everybody else can enjoy and see what you're doing. And with that, peace, I'm out. Earlier today I was out at the, went to the gym this morning. You know, I wanted to go lift, but the key card wasn't working. And I was thinking, yeah, I should probably do this video on training in the snow, because a lot of times, you know, when it starts snowing, I get really excited about it because it's a good time for me to get out and train in the snow. And some people say, well, why do martial artists really train in the snow? Well, one of the things that I find helpful about training in the snow is getting ready for tournaments or getting ready for like a big crowd or something like that. Whenever you're doing performing in front of a lot of people, you deal with all these other, some people deal with these types of anxieties or these different emotions and feelings. Well, when you're out here in the snow and you're training, you're doing katas, you try to block out the cold, okay? It's the same thing, so it's like a form of meditation. So you're blocking out the cold so that you can concentrate and focus on doing the kata the way it's supposed to be done. Doing that type of training during the cold will help you during the time that you go and you perform in front of other people, because you start learning how to block other things out. Here we're blocking out the elements. It's the same thing as blocking out a crowd. There's not much difference to it at all, in my opinion. So yeah, if you got a tournament coming up and you want to, and it's cold as hell and you're going to be out, so you want to go outside and train. Now, I'm not saying to go outside and train without nothing on. That's ludicrous, in my opinion, to go out there and completely be freezing. I mean, I'm cold and I'm layered up right now, and having to do my kata in the cold, even layered up, you know, you feel it, you know it, you know. The other thing is, too, weapons. Weapon katas are beautiful in the snow. I love doing weapons in the snow. As long as you got a safe place where you can do weapons and the police ain't gonna come bombard you and thinking you're doing something crazy, by all means, go out, take whatever weapon you're working with, your bow staff, your sword. I like to use my naginata. I like to use my bat samdaos. You know, whatever you're using, size, whatever. Get out there, get in the snow, and go train with your katas. Peace.
You complete my fate. The word The heavens throw inside of me. You repeat my fate, revealing who we are. You refill my place. You refill my place. Come and see me. Come and see me. Come and
Is done. The tighter you hold it, oh my better God. React.
Valentine Productions.
So when you're doing tiger claws, you need to have.
Didn't I make you use the staff at one time?
Yes.
Valentine Productions.
Okay, we're going to do a little talk about the bow staff. The toy version versus the real martial artist weapon. Now, what's the difference between the two? Okay, this one is really lightweight, has these pointed ends on it. As you can see, it pointed in there and it pointed in here. And this one is just one continuous solid piece of wood. They could be oak or whatever, a good strong piece of wood. Which one would you trust to hold up in an actual combative fight? So let's say that you would, the best way to talk about the topic on this weapon versus the toy versus the weapon itself, which one would you feel more comfortable with if you had to defend yourself against a multiple amount of attackers? Okay, would you feel more comfortable with a solid, big piece of wood in your hand, or something that is frail and small and skinny like this, that's more of like a throwing thing? Maybe this is more like a javelin. Maybe I could throw this at the guy and then run away. Whereas this one here, I could actually sit there and I could probably crack some skulls with this thing and keep going. The other thing is too, let's say somebody's going to come and attack you with a piece of big wood like this.
Which one would you rather have? If I put these two out in front of you and I said, here, you can take this one or you can take this one. Which one, and you're about to fight somebody who's going to take the other one. Which one would you choose? Okay? In my opinion, I would choose this one, the bigger, more thicker staff, because this thing here it's flimsy. They're going to be real easy to break. It's not a real weapon. Sorry, I know I'm going to catch some heat for this, but this I do not consider a weapon. When I've been to the tournaments, and I have to admit, you know, when I saw people spinning the staffs around and stuff, I said, you know, wow, that's so cool. I go to tournaments and watch them do all these like things, and you know, they're throwing around, doing all this and stuff, you know. But having my own school and teaching students how to use a staff, we first went with these things, and then I was trying to explain to them about defending himself with it, not just spinning around for show. Now, if you want to be in a circus, or you want to lead a parade, and you want to spin around like a baton, because that's pretty much what they do, it's like a baton twirling thing, and you want to throw it up in the air, which is something you would not do in middle combat. You wouldn't throw a staff up in the air and spin it and spin around and catch it behind your back and do all this, and if you did, that's your own ass, okay? That would be a critical mistake. I don't believe it unless I see you actually in a true fight and you actually are doing it, okay? That's when I would believe it. For the most part, if you're scared, your adrenaline's going, or you're ready to, you're in a combative situation, I don't think you're going to be doing a bunch of little funny twirling spins and throwing them up in the air. You're going to want to have a good solid piece of wood in your hand to not crack somebody's skull, knock them the hell out, to do what you need to do. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this. When I go to the tournaments and I see the people spinning around stuff, and I used to get caught up with it, and I used to think that was cool. And then go and teach my students and say, you know, okay, well, this is how you block the weapon, this and that stuff, and it just didn't work out. I didn't believe it. I was like, this is stupid. This isn't going to work. This isn't going to defend you. So yeah, this, not a weapon. This, a weapon. Okay? At the Kempo school that I trained from when I first started learning how to use the bow staff, I was not very good at it, so my Sifu Phillips, he went into a back room and came back out with a big old metal pole. Okay, and it was about as thick as this, and it was solid metal, and it was heavy. And he put that in my hands and he said, here, this is going to help you learn faster. And the more I used that pole and the more I was moving around in my hands got ripped all the way up, and my hands were bleeding, and they were bloody and they were red. And I tell you what, I learned how to use that freaking staff really quick. So I had to learn a hard lesson in actually using a bow staff. Now, did he go in the closet and pull out a little toothpick, or go in the back room and pull out a little toothpick and say, here, use this? No, he pulled out something that would be kind of similar to like a broom, like a mop handle or something, or an actual something that would be more like a weapon. So he came out with a metal pole, okay, just like if you find on a construction site or somewhere. So that's what you want to do. You want to practice, in my opinion, I would practice with something that's more like a real weapon and not something that's more like a toy that somebody's going to be doing baton twirling. In case you missed it and you really liked watching me break that one staff, I kind of had fun breaking a staff, and you know what? I think I want to break one more, because I realized that we had an extra one sitting here in the dojo, and it needs to be broken too. Why keep it around? It's not a real weapon. This is a real weapon. It's a bow staff. Okay, I have been holding on to this footage of this for, about 3 years. And I can tell you how I know the date very easily, because when something like this happens, if it's ever happened to anybody, it's something that you don't forget. The biggest thing I want you guys to understand, and then I'll explain to you what I think it is that we're looking at and what happened.
the most thing I want you all to understand is my beliefs or lack of beliefs in anything have absolutely nothing to do with what you're looking at. I'm very skeptical. I'm pretty much a skeptic when it comes to phenomena and stuff like that. And one of the things, the reason why I held on to this is because this is dangerous. This information is extremely dangerous. It's dangerous for me and anybody that I know that knows anything about it. There were 2 other people that showed up the next day, and one stumbled across my school that was not supposed to be there, and the other was a person who I said, please come take a look at this because I've never seen anything like this. And here's something I want you to understand, that when you see stuff like this and you're able to get some type of evidence like this, we know that our government or some powers that be are going to be very interested in this type of stuff, and it could be very dangerous to you. So when somebody comes out and they say, and here's what I want, this is the reason why I haven't released this footage until now, because there's things that are happening in my life that I think that that are going to change my life, maybe end my life. And I think that a lot of this has to do with it, and other things too, because after this event happened to me, I've had some other stuff that's been happening lately too. And yeah, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of dying or anything.
Solar system, a 100 microtesla wave of radiation that would destroy our ozone layer, killing every living organism on the planet.
We have to let everyone know. We have to call the NOAA.
They already know. The announcement will come anytime now. I thought there was some purpose to all of this. Why did I get this prediction if there's nothing I can do about it? How am I supposed to stop the end of the world?